Got our price for it player of the game. It is Chris Ortiz, and Chris had himself a nice ball game. As Chris, 2 more hits.
Yes.
4 more RBIs. I know you were hoping for a few more in that last at bat, but we won't talk about that.
No, that wasn't.
But talk a little bit about your team today, because game 1 was not a lot of fun.
No.
That one was rough. And then to fall behind the way you did in game 2, a couple of mistakes again. What did you guys see from your offense to get you guys going in that first and then that big second inning?
The difference, if that's what we're talking about, the difference between the two, I feel like, and it's funny, I mean, it's a matter of timely hitting. And then the first game, we were kind of having a lot of, I mean, we had some good swings in that first game, and they just weren't dropping. And it felt like whenever that starts happening, they start having the fluke hits and stuff. We try not to change too much. I mean, Coach didn't even say much after the first game. He was just like, hey, you know.
Sometimes those are easier to wash away than if you lost a close one. Yeah.
You know, I mean, how many times you can look over the board and see just blowout after blowout after blowout. It's not a matter of like, oh, man, this team is just so much better than us. It's just, okay, we didn't hit very well. We didn't pitch very well. And then you just try again, really.
We didn't do a lot of things very well in that game.
No. But you just try again.
And I think that was the interesting about last night to game 1 today, is you guys played as clean and solid a game as I've seen you play all year last night. Game 1, it was the complete opposite, and then you came back. You didn't play as great a defense early as maybe you'd like to, but the offense was there, and then once Austin kind of got that lead, he settled in, and he really pitched well.
Yeah, I mean, there's been times this year that we didn't get him the lead that he wanted, you know, and then vice versa. There's been times where he struggled, and the bats were trying to keep him in it. That's just the team game of baseball. And then there's times where, like, it's like this, and both sync up, and it's a good win. And I think that's just the difference between the first game and the second game. The first game, their stuff synced up. Ours didn't. Second game, we synced up as a team. They didn't. And then that's why you just try and keep a level head in baseball and do it again tomorrow.
And that'll be key, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I want to talk about your 2 at-bats. You got the big RBI double. What were you looking to do there? Because was it me, or were you trying to go the other way? Because it looked like you were locked in. You were let that ball travel, and you smashed that to right center field.
Honestly, I've started to try my best because I'm a big baseball guy. I'm a baseball nerd. I think a lot, and I'm always thinking about I'm changing my swing. I'm changing this. I'm changing that. You know, and I'm trying not to. But then there's like, oh well, Mike Trout does this. That looks cool. Let me try that. But,
well, what Mike Trout did this week was pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. I've recently been trying to just get more into not thinking, like more into having an approach, and the approach being really lenient with the situation and just kind of like creating rhythm. I've been trying to create rhythm with my hands, and so I can tell you verbatim what I'm telling myself. I get in the box, I'm like looking at the situation. There's not like something to be done like specifically in that situation. So it's just create rhythm with the pitcher and have fun. That's what I just try and tell myself. And then look for something obviously that looks hittable out of the hand. I mean, sometimes pitchers have stuff that looks hittable and it's not, and then you just tip your cap. So, but you just try.
And the second at bat, you got to pitch in. And did you think it was out? I mean, you hit it hard, but was it going to be high enough?
You know, I take a lot of BP here. Obviously, we take BP every day. I kind of knew it was out. I've hit balls like that. Like I've hit balls softer than that, and they sneak. And so, again, that was another situation where I'm not thinking. So they were completely different pitches. The ball that I hit for a double was a heater, kind of in, and then that one, they didn't give me any heater. It was curveball, and then just when you think maybe they give me a heater, it was some kind of like change up, cutter thing down, and you just trust your eyes, and I'm just trying to create rhythm, and that kind of kept me on it long enough to keep it fair.
I knew you hit it hard enough. I was just afraid it was going to hit the top of the
fence or go foul.
Because it wasn't hit very high. You didn't hit that thing. Didn't go more than probably 8-10 feet off the ground. It was a laser beam.
If I felt it at all, I might have been like a little worried, but I didn't feel that. I didn't feel it at all, and that's a good sign usually when you're hitting.
So good to see Austin get back, as we talked about. You know, he has struggled the last couple times on the road. He's been really, really good at home. Did you guys say anything to him when you guys found out he was going to get the ball for game 2? Just go let him be Austin and get out of the way?
It's so tough to try and navigate around different athletes because so many guys take different feedback better than others, and then some people want you to talk to them and some people don't. And then, you know, you just try and get to know everybody's personality. He's a guy that he talks a lot about his pitches, But you don't really talk about a pitcher in his outings. You know, you don't want to be like, hey, man, just relax. Just throw it over the plate this game. Don't even – because then it's just not how you play. Just go out there and compete.
Is that hard as a catcher who's now playing first base because you have a little different relationship than a traditional first baseman would have?
A little bit. I think I'm a good – I don't overdo it. I'm a good moderate, you know, rah-rah guy over there at first base. I'll tell the pitcher a little bit like, hey, man, try to work down the slope a little more. You're all right. But I'm not going to be – because we have great catchers.
Sure.
That's now their job. So I'm trying to take that away. I'm over at first. Let Eric, let Chase, let Brad, let them do the catcher's position. I don't want to be almost like backseat driving over at first base and being like, hey, well, I don't know what he's telling you, but this is what I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, that's where sometimes you have to, even though you have the wisdom and the experience, it's just sometimes it's better to just not say anything and just.
We've all played for so long. You just let them compete.
Last thing before I let you go. Opportunity to win the series.
Yeah.
And you guys know you have to win series now. You got to win all three of these series to give yourself a chance to play meaningful baseball in May. What do you hope to? I mean, I guess you'll find out either tonight or tomorrow who's going to get the ball. I think it doesn't matter. I think if you guys go out and play the way you played last night in Game 2 here today, you got a really good chance to win.
Yeah, I do too. And it's kind of been our approach. Coach had a long talk with us about how just every game is its own game. Like, there's no, all right, well, you know, if we just do this and then worry about these ones down the stretch, it's every game is the most important game of the season. So that the pitching kind of has gotten not shaken up, but a little bit like not as scheduled. We're going with our best arms that we feel are in the moment, and there's not scheduled guys like, hey, you're going to be the relief guy in this game, in this inning, or you're starting this game. That's why, you know, Bally got pushed back. We had Fanconi start yesterday. He did a great job. You know, it's kind of – he kind of made it more of a dynamic situation instead of like a – you know, more of a fixed one. And
I think when you have had some struggles pitching on the road, sometimes it's better to just kind of hey, we're just going to see how it goes as it goes, and everybody just relaxes.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking about it so much.
Exactly. I mean, man, in this game, when you start pressing, it can
doesn't go well.
It can go downhill very quick.
So, Mike, anything you want to add before we get out of here?
No, it's just fun to watch you guys. I always like watching home runs because I didn't hit very many of them when I played. You guys. When you guys are on, you guys are so good.
I know.
So we
said it from the very beginning.
Obviously, we're pulling for you guys to just can keep that consistency through the end of the year. Yeah. And we would love to see you guys make playoffs. So.
No, appreciate it. Hopefully we can stay on. I said I wanted to be in this booth more.
Yeah, well, we'll keep at it. You know, I was thinking, man, he's got a good game going. That dude got a really big game going. So.
That last at-bat with bases, I was like, this will secure it. This will secure it.
It might be one of your biggest games you ever had if you've been able to find a gap somewhere or some grass. But I thought it was good to see AJ get that last hit because he's been struggling. Tyler's been struggling.
They picked me up great. And that's kind of just going back into just great team ball. You know, I didn't get it done. I got a couple rough pitches that I'll disagree with on my own, you know, and then AB's done. You know, now Cam's up there and we're rooting for Cam. Had a great piece of hitting, and I was really happy to see that. Well, that fires me up. You know, it takes pressure off everybody.
Well, Chris, why don't you get off your feet? I know you got another game tomorrow. It's been a long day. Appreciate the time. Always appreciate you coming up here. That's Chris Ortiz, our Price Ford Player of the Game.